Well, a lot of you have seen the Burna Boy's interview, and I can understand the uproar.
Afro beats, as people call it. It's mostly about nothing, literally nothing. There's no substance to it. Like nobody's talking about anything. It's just a great time. It's an amazing time.
I will be upset as well. I am upset, but not in a way where I think it's something people should just start calling Burna Boy names and stuff like that. Guys, don't forget, it's his opinion. His opinion, and if it's his opinion, that's what it is. But the point is, I see positives in what he said. Now, in life, a lot of people tend to see the negatives, but the positive is, remember when Wizkid said something about rappers, and a lot of people sort of, he kind of kicked people up the butt. This one, I think, is gonna do the same, in the sense where I saw a lot of people heartbroken. Someone like Fields, I saw his tweet where he went no substance, like question mark no substance, and the heartbreak emoji. And I can feel that, because you're working hard like to put the genre on this pedestal that it's like the fastest rising genre, like everyone is bopping to it. People that don't understand the language are vibing to it. Then someone at the pinnacle, or should I say at one of the most rated, comes and say, oh, that stuff is about 90% of it is about nothing. Guys, let's be honest, it's his opinion. We know, we that been in the genre for as long as we know it's about a lot of things. We get it. I know what he's talking about. I don't want to call songs or mention artists. I understand where Burna Boy was coming from, but he shouldn't have said that on a massive platform. You can't say that on a platform like that. A lot of people that don't know nothing about the genre will take it and run with it and think, oh, if Burna Boy can say that, then I guess that's what it is, because we're still in an infancy stage, so we don't want anything to ruin the chances for people coming up, that people that are really good. I can mention about 20 lyrically dope artists right now, but I don't want to waste anyone's time, you know what I mean? But this is what I think Burna Boy was trying to say.
Everybody's out there saying Afrobeat is not so deep and Afrobeat is just vibes and shit. Nah, I mean, that's why everybody's just doing hype. The real music is dying. That's why people like me will always strive. People like me will always be there, because like I'm one of the realest you can find, and I'm putting it on Afrobeat, and it's new. You come back to listen to me every day, every time, because I always be the one to tell you the real stuff. And everybody is just being in the club in 2 months and I'm done. After you leave the club at night, what do you listen to? Some real shit. Somebody telling you what life really is.
Exactly. Omale said it in such a personalized way that even me, I thought to myself, you know what, he's got a point. And I feel like Burna Boy said something that he would have said in his kitchen with his friends. Some things you say privately, amongst your friends. And again, it's your opinion. It's not facts. So I really am not happy with the fact that he said that on a massive platform like that. Again, I'm happy he voiced his opinion. Now we know what he thinks of the genre, or most of the people in the genre, because he said 90%. So I would like to know his 10%. You know what I mean? But he said something so important as well, which a lot of people, as usual, human beings, we tend to skip the positives and boom, we just go straight to the negative. He said something about doubters.
So this one is for the part of my own home and the people in my own home who didn't believe or doubted or still doubt or any type of thing.
Yeah, and again, that's Burna Boy to a T. He in his head, I feel like he's still fighting doubters every single time. And I don't blame him. When he first came into the industry, again, don't want to sound like an old head, but we all know the little we know of his struggles, of him trying to break through the industry, or he didn't feel accepted. I feel like that's still burning Burna. I feel like he can't stand that. That's why for him, again, he comes across like someone that values the validation from the Westerners. And yeah, sometimes Burna can be contradicting, Today he's African giants, tomorrow he seems like he's twerking for the Westerners, you know what I mean? But again, like I said, he's the most polarizing artist in the genre. And I love him for that. He sparks conversation. He's one of them guys that will say something. And I know it seems like a rollout. We know, artists, man, they do what they've got to do. And I feel like this interview was actually done a few weeks ago. I don't think maybe that's still his sentiment or his opinion now, but I never know. I'm not in his head. I'm not one of his crew members, so I don't know. But the point is, he touched on a few other things, like he's happy that they don't believe.
It's almost like I'm happy they
and he needs to he wants to show them, and he wants to make them believe. No, I love what he said about the fact that hypocrisy is massive, especially amongst the people he was talking to, which pretty much he's talking to his fellow country people, you know.
Like a whole bunch of people, especially from Nigeria, who you see today celebrating Fela. Let's say there was Twitter today or some shit. They are the same people that will be talking about, they'll be tagging the police to go and arrest Fela.
Yeah, so that one I agree with. And most importantly, he did touch on credit.
I'm not gonna say I don't want credit, because everyone wants credit for what they do and shit. But for me, it's more like I want credit from places where it actually matters.
He wants to get credit from people that really matter. So like, again, it just seems like he's talking about credit from like the Western world in the sense, or should I say maybe from artists that he's always respected. And I don't blame him for that. You know, it's his life. He's an artist, and everyone has got dreams. And most importantly anyway, he did say it's crazy when he leaves the country. It feels like people outside the country know him better.
When you realize that, when you start going around the world and you start seeing that, there's actually motherfuckers that know me a lot better.
I don't think so, because those people are just seeing it. But hey, he's human. He can feel whatever he wants to feel, but I'm not too sure about that one. But anyway, I leave you with this.
There's too much lies